Alex Hormozi just announced his venture into real estate investing through ACQ, his real estate investing fund. And Alex didn't mess around. He had just invested over $400 million in real estate, and I'm going to show you exactly what he was doing and how it pertains to you. The problem today is that it's harder and harder to find great deals. And even if you do find a great deal, it's extremely hard to get the funds necessary to be able to close on those great deals. So let's look at how Alex is solving these problems. All right, so we're looking at his website, guys. This isn't something that I do very often. I don't even own a computer. I don't know if you knew that. But for Alex, I'll do just about anything because that guy's great. Alex says we invest in exceptional properties and in thriving communities. Let's click on learn more. Oh, we can become an investor with him if we wanted to. I'm going to pass on that, Alex. I think I do better deals than you do. All right, so what we do, we invest in wealth building real estate opportunities on behalf of acquisitions.com through our $420 million portfolio. He's upped the game a little bit. I said 400 million, but it's 420 million. What's an extra 20 mil? Who we are. So Alex has got a whole team. He's got a team that has decades of experience in real estate. They combine their track record of success with a disciplined investing approach. Have you ever heard that? I talk about my track record of success all the time. Your track record of success is going to be an important part of your story as well as you get into this game and you become a successful real estate investor. So keep that in mind. All right, so on his team, he's got his wife, Leila, of course, Alex, Sharon Sarvista. Sharon, I'm probably butchering Sharon's name. I'm sorry about that, Sharon. I got this other guy's name. This other guy is Robert. Good, solid, good name. So Sharon is the president. I think this is the guy actually that Alex has partnered with on acquisitions.com, and he's actually catapulted Alex into the next stratosphere. So good deal. Sharon Sarvista. Sharon grew Tesla properties by 10x in 5 years to a $3.4 billion scale. And eventually he sold that business. So here's what I see about this. Alex isn't going out there and trying to reinvent the wheel. He's sending another person on his team out to find these deals. And not only that, but he's found somebody who's got a really big track record of success, a $3.4 billion exit. That's not half bad. Someone who took his last portfolio and 10x'd it and then liquidated it. So that makes sense why Alex would want to be in business with this guy. Alex Hormozi, he's successful at everything that he does, right? But he's not going out there and trying to find these deals on his own. He's allowing other team members to take a role and run with it. And in this case, he's found someone who's probably far better at finding the great opportunities than even Alex is. And if Alex wanted to do it himself, could he? Of course he could. But could he instantly deploy $420 million without ever having done it before? Probably not. Even Alex Hormozi would have a learning curve. Robert is the founder and CEO of ARC Multifamily Group. Let's go check out ARC real quick. So ARC's got a really nice portfolio of very pretty properties. It looks like they're all big multifamily properties. So I'm guessing that these properties that Alex and his team are investing in are going to be a few hundred units and up. So they're looking at, it looks like Class A type real estate and big multifamily projects. And ARC's got their own team of specialized performers. Guys, there's a couple of things that I notice when I'm looking at this page. One thing that just absolutely jumps off the page, and I'm sort of rabbit holing here a little bit, but I see Leila Hormozi on here, and I bet you she's on here for a specific reason, because they make so much active income that if one of the husband and wife, can become a real estate professional, that's going to open up the world of real estate investing and getting these big tax breaks. So they'll be able to depreciate these assets because Leila is a real estate professional. So I'm just speculating here, but that's a tax strategy that we see ultra wealthy people or even just high net worth earners, high earners do. So someone, let's say you're out there and you're a doctor and you have a bunch of income that you pay the highest tax rate on. If you can get your spouse to go out and become a real estate professional, then you can start doing the cram down depreciation and offsetting that ordinary income, and that's a big deal. I wonder if that's what's happening here. I don't know if they'll say anything about that, but I suspect that might be something that's going along. I suspect that's something that might be happening here. Yeah, so what I think is happening here is that Alex has built a great team. Part of that team is going to go out and find the opportunities, and then they're going to bring it to the other part of the team. I think that's what ARC's job is. ARC is going to be bringing the opportunities to the overall team, and then they're going to have another portion of the team that's going to be set up to actually operate those deals. So the three problems that I think that Alex is solving for is deal flow, cash to be able to purchase the properties, and then the operation. And keep in mind, Alex Hormozi is not the one who's going to go find the deals. Maybe he's going to put some money in. In fact, I'm sure that he is, because he's got so much income and he's going to want to get his money into real estate, because everybody knows that by becoming a real estate investor, this is just a tremendous way to maintain wealth. For me, I've used real estate to grow wealth, and it's also the way that I want to hold my wealth into the future. For Alex, he went out and made millions and millions of dollars through active income, owning a bunch of businesses and having exits, and now he's got so much money that he needs to find a place that he can safely park it so that he doesn't lose his empire over time. And real estate's just the tried and proven method for that. So what you see throughout history is people either become millionaires because they're real estate investors, or they become millionaires and multimillionaires like Hormozi did, and they keep their wealth by becoming real estate investors. So both things are true at the same time. Hey, I'm not telling you that you need to be a real estate investor. I actually am telling you that you should be a real estate investor. But if you just look at the world, everybody who's super successful has their hand in real estate at some level or another. So this is a landing page where you can go in and you can put in your name, and it's going to ask you a few questions. That one right there, are you an accredited investor? That is super important. So as he's filling out this funnel, anybody who clicks that, yes, I'm an accredited investor, I'm certain that Alex's team is then going to reach out to you and offer for you to come alongside of them in their next real estate venture. So that's just kind of real estate investing 101. And if you're an accredited investor, that's something that you could do. You can go and join successful partnerships like this one that Alex has set up. And guys, even Alex Hormozi doesn't just use his own cash when he buys real estate. So the great thing and the probably the best thing about being a real estate investor, at least for most of us, is that you don't have to have a whole bunch of your own money. You can use other people's money, OPM. And even the great Alex Hormozi is doing that. And we know he's got very deep pockets. But when you're a real estate investor, you want to leverage money properly. And so you leverage your network, the people that you know, you leverage the money that you have or that you earn through active income or otherwise, and you're going to leverage the properties themselves over time. So you get multiple chances to leverage a great deal when you're a real estate investor. All right, guys, let's go see what he's investing in. I'm going to scroll down. We'll see what he's investing in, and then we'll talk about it. So here we come to this, their investments are currently a portfolio of value. Current portfolio value exceeds 420 million across 2,068 units. So he's got a big portfolio of properties. That's pretty nice. They invest in superior Class A multifamily real estate, often at a significant discount to new construction costs. So these trophy properties combine immediate bond-like cash flow and appreciation. What does that mean, bond-like cash flow? Well, if you think about investing in bonds, the type of cash flow that you get from that, 3 to 5% returns. If you follow my channel, this is not the kind of asset that I invest in. I like to invest in multifamily properties, yes, and I like to invest for cash flow, sure, but I don't have any properties that we are purposely investing in to only make 3 to 5%. However, I'm solving for a very different problem. I'm trying to grow my wealth from whatever it is down here starting out to get up to here. Alex is trying to preserve his wealth, and his wealth is massive. Some would say that he's very, very close to being a billionaire. And so he's solving for a very different problem. He needs to deploy his capital into safe assets that are going to return him some cash flow, but he cares more about preservation than he does about growth. I'm the opposite. I have a net worth that's nowhere near $1 billion, and I'd like to see it get up there as close as I can. And so I'm a lot more aggressive in the kind of assets that I will invest in. So you guys can see the two different strategies at play. We're doing basically basically the same thing. In fact, I've got another video out there that's either going to come out before or after this one where I say Alex Hormozi stole my strategy that I've been doing for 26 years. And I do that as kind of in jest, but we're doing the same kind of play. We're just doing it on different assets and we're solving for different problems. So for you, you would want to think about, where do you stand? Are you looking to be able to deploy your capital into assets that's going to provide for your retirement? Or are you younger and you're trying to build up your assets so that you've got a significant net worth and you have significant income for that time when you get to the end of life and you're ready to retire? And for me, I'm still trying to grow that portfolio. I'm still looking to live off of the cash flow. And so we're not looking to put our money out there in these A-plus properties and buy them where we're only making the same kind of investments that we would make if we invested in bonds. I don't like 3 to 5% interest returns on my capital. I like 20, 25% returns, especially if I'm investing in some medium to large scale apartment building or long-term rental concepts. I'm looking to make an investment and get my capital back over 4 or 5 year period of time, and we'll do deals up to about a 6 year period of time where if something isn't going to throw off enough capital for us to have our money back in 6 years, we're probably going to find a different strategy other than buy and hold. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down there. And obviously, so Alex, again, solving for a different problem, he's trying to offset taxes. So he buys these massive projects. They cost a lot of money, but then he can do this cram down depreciation. And it goes back into what I said earlier about Leila being a professional real estate investor. And then they get to offset ordinary income from other businesses. And having a portion of their money invested in real estate gives them those great tax benefits. All right, so let's click into one of these projects. Lithia Springs, Georgia. I'm from Georgia and I don't know where Lithia is. Lithia Springs, outside of Atlanta. Okay, all right, that makes sense. And he's buying, just like he said, A-plus units, and there's 300 units here, so this is a big investment. Lots of cash flow coming from this, and again, it's probably throwing off that 3 to 5% cash on cash returns, and they can probably make that a little bit better if they're using leverage, like borrowing money from the bank, or leveraging other people's money as well. These are just good looking apartments. Anybody would be proud to own this kind of stuff. And I hope to one day to be at Alex's level where I care more about preservation and less about growth. And when I get there, I'm going to buy these same types of assets. For now, Alex says that he's buying value add opportunities, and I'm sure that he is, because I know Alex is a very smart businessman, so he's buying things that have 80 to 90% occupancy, and that allows him to have some growth, and he can do some value add. I suspect that he's buying properties where he might be able to build more units, and that would be value add. When we do the value add investment, we're often buying things that are very distressed, and we are forcing the equity through a renovation, and then we're getting another force in the equity when we rent them out. He's buying already cash flowing assets, and so he has less value add opportunity in many cases probably than us, but again, he's solving for different problems. All right, so guys, I'm looking at what Alex is doing and I absolutely love it. I think that we are solving for some of the same problems, although we don't have as deep a pockets as Alex. And I'm thinking about you who's watching this video and you want to be a real estate investor, and you're still going to have those same problems. Like, how are you going to find the deals? If you find a deal, how are you going to pay for it? And if you find it and you get it paid for, who's going to actually operate it? Are you going to be able to do all of that yourself? Find the deal, pay for it, manage it yourself? Does that mean that you'd be able to quit your job if you found one deal? Probably not. Most people would be thinking about these three problems. And if we look at how Alex has solved these problems, because one thing that I'm sure of after looking at this is that Alex isn't going out and finding all of these deals. He's got team members for that with a proven track record of success, and he's got a community of people that have come alongside of him and invest in these projects. So when you think about someone who's maybe got 40,000 or 400,000 compared to someone like Alex who's got 400 million to invest or has a network that has 400 million to invest, how do you do something similar? And this is one of my favorite things to do, is to copy the really big guys, the ones that are doing super successful stuff and then deploying millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars like Alex is doing now, And what we've done in order to solve those same 3 problems that Alex has, that's finding great deals, having the money for them so that you can always close on them, and having an operator. It could either be you or it could be someone. We've set up a community that you can join for free, and we're solving those same problems, right? So inside of our community that you can come and join, you have deal finders, you have operators who've got a proven track record of success, or you might have that new guy who's never done a deal before who wants to be an operator and he's going to prove himself. And then you have funders in the group. So you have people who've got some money and they don't have time to go out and find the deal or operate the deal, but they've got the money to put into it. So there's plenty of deal flow inside of a community like ours, a network you might call it. And there's plenty of operators in there who are keeping the deal together, making sure that everybody makes money, and then there's lots of money inside of our community so that these deals get funded. And that's the way we're solving the same 3 problems that Alex is solving. He's just doing it on a much bigger scale. We've done a deep dive into what Alex Hormozi has just done. Why do I do that? Well, I love Alex Hormozi. He just brings value all of the time, and that's what we try to do on our YouTube channel. So we're value add real estate investors, basically like Alex is claiming that he is here, a value add real estate investor, and we solve for the same problems on the day-to-day. You can get to where Alex is eventually, and what I want to point out here is that the systems and the problems, they're the same. We have the same 3 problems. We all need deal flow. We all need to be able to operate those deals and solve all of the problems, and we all need to be able to fund all of these deals. And so Alex is doing it on a much larger scale than I am, Robbie Crager, the flip-flop flipper. He's solving for a little bit different of a problem. He's trying to preserve wealth. I'm trying to grow wealth. You may be just trying to get into the real estate game altogether, and you've never even done a deal. It doesn't matter. You're going to have to solve for the same 3 things. I have set up a community that you can join, and the link's in the description. I don't even want to talk much about that in this case. This is a new way that we're doing content today. So what I'd like to do, should I do more of this kind of content? Because I could go and look at other real estate investors. I mean, there's a few that come to mind. We could deep dive, what did Donald Trump do as a real estate investor? Or I could go look at Grant Cardone's stuff and show you what I think Grant Cardone has done as a real estate investor, or Pace Morby, or there's dozens of other great entrepreneurs and real estate investors out there. But what we're trying to do here is just show you a way that you can break it down in bite-sized pieces so that it's simple and it doesn't have to be scary. Alex is solving for the same things. He needs to have he needs to have deals come his way. He needs deal flow, he needs capital, and he needs operators. I, as a value-add real estate investor, I need deal flow, capital, and operators. So we're solving the same kind of thing. We're doing it at different levels, and you can be a part of that if you join our free community and like the video for us. Put that comment in there and tell me what you think of this kind of content, and we'll do more of this if you like it, and if not, we'll go back to the way we normally do content. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of fun. I really like Alex Hormozi. I highly recommend that you buy his books and stuff. The guy is very motivational. He's had a tremendous amount of success. He's a bit younger than me, but he's a phenom. He's amazing. And so I have another video that's either out now or coming out soon where I say Alex stole my system, and I talk about the different systems in a little bit more detail. So like and subscribe to the channel for that, and go find that video next.